Hi everyone, my name is Christy and welcome to day 1047 of trying a new makeup product every day. Today I'm going to be trying out this IBY Beauty Fireside eyeshadow palette. And this is an Ipsy exclusive palette that I got in my December 2020 Ipsy Glam Bag Plus. So if you have not seen my unbagging of that, I'll have that video linked in the description down below so that you can see all of the products I got and the bonus products that I got from redeeming some points this month. But so this palette has pretty packaging and really nice feel to it. And it has 9 shades. It has the mirror, which I love. It's cruelty-free, vegan, paraben-free, gluten-free. And it has a retail value of $15. It also says that the eyeshadows are infused with moisturizing vitamin E and rose hip seed oil. They are made without talc, mineral oil, or parabens. So why don't I start out with a few swatches? I'm actually kind of surprised by how neutral this palette is, but oh good, I'm seeing like a light shimmery shade, which I feel like every palette needs. I've got some matte shades. These have a really beautiful texture. A couple little pops of color. That's actually beautiful green. And looks like there's a pretty good mix of mattes and metallics. Oh wow, very soft buttery feel. Let's see how they swatch. Oh, that swatched beautifully. These seem to be really beautifully pigmented. Nice. The mattes and the shimmers are swatching really nicely. Here are what the swatches look like. I'm actually very impressed by these. And now, as per usual, I am going to test these eyeshadows out with and without an eyeshadow primer. So I'm going in with my go-to eyeshadow primer, the Zoeva Matte Eyeshadow Fix. And I'm going to go ahead and apply this all over the lid from lash line to brow bone on one of my eyes. And now it seems like this first shade should be a pretty good highlight shade. It's not super shimmery, but it has a little bit of sheen. I don't know, of all the shades I swatched, this one's the one that came out a little bit chalky and dry looking. So this is not my favorite highlight shade, just because I feel like it's not really doing too much. It's not super shiny or reflective. It is a little something. Go ahead and apply it to the inner corners as well. I just have tried out so many better highlight shades that reflect the light better and are a little bit more brightening. But for someone that wants a really subtle highlight, this shade would work for that. And now I'm going to go all over the lid with this light off-white matte shade. And I'm just going to use this to set the lid. So just doing a light dusting all over to set that primer, but I'm also going to set the lid without the primer so all of the shades can blend easier on top of it. I feel like it's not showing up too pigmented, but it's also kind of similar to my skin tone, so it's kind of hard to see. But for serving the purpose of just setting my lids, I think that shade is good. And now I just cleaned off my brush and I'm going to pick up, and I'm actually going to pick up this shimmery brown shade to be my transition. Ooh, I like this color. It's a really good transitional brown shade, but it has that little shiny metallic finish, and it's super easy to blend. I'm noticing a bit of kickback on these colors, so it's kind of making a little bit of a mess. but that doesn't really bother me as long as they perform well. And this shade is definitely performing really well. And now I'm picking up a smaller crease brush, and right into the crease, I'm gonna put this matte brown shade here. And I'm just going to build up right into the crease, make that a little darker to add some more dimension. I'm finding this to be nice and pigmented and easy to blend. The only two real like pops of color in this palette are red and green. And I don't want to do like too much of an actual red and green Christmas eyeshadow look. So I'm trying to decide if I'm gonna do the green or the red. And the green is so pretty, but the red is also really pretty, and I feel like it would go really good with these brown tones. I think I'm gonna have to go with the red. But so now I'm gonna go into this darker brown shade first. This one is also matte, and this is a great shade to smoke out into that outer V, add some dimension to this part of the eye. This one is also, once again, super easy to blend, good pigment. I could make this even darker, but I think I'm going to try and just keep it a smoked out version of this dark brown. I'm really liking how this look is coming along, and I like all of the brown tones and how well they work together to build up that dimension, transition, a good base for an eyeshadow look. And then this shimmering shade is really speaking to me, so I'm going to pick that up with my finger and kind of apply that on top of where I just applied that outer V shade, and fill in the outer half of my lid with this color. Ooh, that shade looks really good with the matte shade that I have in the outer V. It's like a shimmery version of that matte, so very complementary. And then this next part of the look, I could just as easily choose to put the green on the rest of my lid or the red, but for some reason I just really want to apply this red shade. It's a metallic, and I'm going to apply that to the rest of the inner section of the eyelid. Really pretty, pigmented, shiny metallic finish. And then it always gets so messy when I apply the shades with my finger to the lid, so that I'm taking a brush to just blend everything together. Now I just want to finish off the lower lash line. And the shade that I think will pull this together is that shimmering darker brown shade. And I'm going to go ahead and line the lower lash line and blend it down just a little bit. Now I do have a bit of fallout on my face. I like this shade on the lower lash line. It emphasizes the eye, but it's not too much. And here's the finished look, and I am really happy with this. I'm just really impressed by how cohesive all the different shades look, how easily they blend and blend together. I just feel like you can get a really good quality looking eyeshadow look very easily with this palette. They're a really good formula, cohesive shades, and I feel like I can do daytime looks, nighttime looks, and there's a good mirror, so that's something I really look for in a palette, to be travel friendly, a go-to palette. I'm not blown away by the shades in this just because I am really drawn to color, and I don't get those like beautiful eye-catching colors from this, but I'm not wearing super colorful eyeshadow looks all that often. As much as I love them, these are the shades that I am gonna reach for more often. So definitely let me know in the comments down below your thoughts on the IBY Beauty Fireside eyeshadow palette. Let me know what kind of looks you've come up with. Sorry that Dexter is now barking in the background. But thank you so much for watching my video today. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel so you can see the makeup that I try every day. And I will see you tomorrow in my next video.